Hi, Dallas. I appreciate you taking the time to take my call yesterday. Um, just before I jump into the content that I wanted to talk to you about, I want to give you just a brief intro on myself. My name's Andrew. I am a U.S. Marine veteran. I got out of the Marine Corps in 2020, and around that time, I noticed that a lot of small businesses were really hurting as a result of COVID lockdowns and all the other craziness that was going on in around that time. So that wasn't something that sat well with me because I believe very strongly that small business is the backbone of America. And so I started my company, Sovereign SEO, with the objective in mind um, to connect small business owners such as yourself with more people that you can help. So that you guys can grow and have the success that you want to. With that in mind, I want to show you how you can leverage your online presence to do exactly that. How you can reach more people through your websites. So, the first thing I wanted to touch on before I jump into the tips is just kind of the why this is so important. This is a tool that I use called Ahrefs. Among other things, it allows me to take a look at how many people are searching for what online every month. These are all keywords related to roofing in Phoenix. As you can see, Roofing Companies Phoenix gets searched 700 times per month. Roofing Repair Phoenix 300, Roofing Companies Phoenix AZ 300. And all these other keywords down here are similar keywords that would suggest that someone is looking for services here in the Phoenix metro. And as you can see, these all have search volumes in the hundreds. And this is just Phoenix. People would also search for Roofing Companies Glendale or Companies Mesa. Any area of the any locale of the valley is going to have its own volume of its own. So my reason for showing you this is, as you can see, there are truly thousands of people making these sorts of searches every month. So I'm sure you can grasp pretty quickly how impactful it could be for your business to capture even 300 of those searches onto your page, and having people reach out to you. I'm not sure what your primary mechanism is for getting jobs right now. I know a lot of roofers that I work with are out there knocking doors, and doing like very manual, kind of tedious work to find these new jobs. And so I'm sure you can imagine how nice it would be for you to not have to go out and be knocking doors all the time and just having people who need work come straight to you. So that's the power of this. So now with some actual tips on how you can do that, how you can bring those people to your website. First of all, I noticed you have two websites, Romney Roof Repairs and Romney Roofing. I'm not sure which one of these you use more, but the tips that I have would be the same for either of them. So I'm gonna right now the one that I was kind of examining in the background is this one. So we'll go off this one, but it does apply to the other one too. So the first thing that I would suggest to you would be that you add about 500 to 1,000 words of content. When I say content, I mean text content like this. The reason that having enough text content on your page is important is because it allows you to note these keywords in the text. It's very important that you have these words written into your page. The reason for that is if somebody is searching for roofing companies Phoenix and that appears on your page 2 or 3 times, it's going to make it very easy for Google to put 2 and 2 together and say, oh, hey, this page talks about Roofing Companies Phoenix, and that's what the search is for, so we're going to put this page in front of this person. All right, so that's my first tip, is adding more content and writing in keywords like these as much as you can. So I want to just give you a quick example of what that looks like in practice. So I searched Roofers Phoenix up here. We scroll down, and the first ranking company down here is Level 5 Roofing. These are you guys' top competitor in terms of online presence. So this is their website. As we go through this and go down to their content, we see just once we get down here, like right off the bat, Roofing Phoenix, Roofing Companies in Phoenix, Roofing Contractors in Phoenix AZ, Roof Replacement in Phoenix AZ, Roofing Company in Phoenix, it just goes on. So these guys make it very clear by use of keywords in their text that their page is about roofing in Phoenix, and that's what you want to do. So the second thing I want to talk to you about is kind of the second half of the equation for how you can rank highly in these. These are what we call the organic rankings down here. This is how you can rank highly in the organic rankings. So this second tip is something called backlinks. And to define a backlink, what it is it's just something where it's anywhere on the internet that your site is referenced, that there's like a link going back to your site from another website. Currently, you have no backlinks for your site. And the reason that backlinks are important is because, so the first tip I just gave you, content, kind of tells Google what you want to be ranking for, right? And it's important to highlight those local keywords because those are the ones that indicate that people are trying to buy your services near you. So those get you on the list. But having backlinks is what dictates whether you're on page 1 or you're back on page 6 or 7 where nobody's going to find your website. So the reason for that is Google kind of sees backlinks as a authority level, right? So if they see that your site is being talked about on other websites and that those websites are reputable websites and they're relevant to the services that you give, that's kind of what dictates a good backlink. If Google sees that your site has backlinks from sites like that, they're going to say, oh, this site is reputable, it's authoritative on this subject, we're going to put them on page 1. All right, so that's my second tip, is getting good quality backlinks to your site so that once you're on the list for these keywords, you can be on page 1 rather than on page 5, you know? So that's my second tip. Again, just to give you a quick reference here, this is what level 5's backlink, this company we looked at, this is what their backlink profile looks like. They have 1.2 thousand backlinks coming from over 300 different websites. That's kind of a daunting number right up front when you don't have any. One thing I do want to highlight though, quality is more important than quantity when it comes to backlinks. Remember how I just said that the relevance of the website to your service and the reputation of that website are important. So having some really good quality backlinks can oftentimes beat out competitors who have thousands of backlinks. So that's my second tip. Get good quality backlinks to your website. All right, so tip number 3, this is my third and final tip here. This has to do with this portion of the search right here. So this is called the map pack. You're probably familiar with it from when you search things on Google yourself. A lot of people actually just go straight here to look for suggestions rather than even going down into the organic rankings. I know I definitely do when it comes to, like, you know, if I'm looking for a restaurant or something. With service-based businesses, you know, there's probably a little bit more even split where a lot of people are still looking down here, but a lot of people do still look up here. So one thing you'll notice is that level 5 roofing is not in the top 3 right here, even though they're in the number 1 place down here. That's because when it comes to the map pack here, there's some very different factors at play. We just talked about how down here the biggest ranking factors are the content on your page, the words on your page, and the backlinks that you have to your site. Well, up here there's something very important called citations, and a citation is just where your business name, address, and phone number are listed together on the internet. So think like BBB or yellowpages.com. Those are the places where you will get citations to your website. So my suggestion for you is you go in and you find out where these guys have citations. And once you figure that out, you can go into those business directories that they have citations in and get your business cited as well. So if you do that with all 3, there's no way you don't end up with more than, you know, any single one of them. And you'll see that that really does a lot to improve the ranking of your Google business profile and hopefully get you into the top 3 here, which is a very good, very high profile place to be. So that's my third and final tip. To just go ahead and rehash the first 2, getting keyword rich content on your page and getting good quality backlinks to your website. Those will dictate how highly you can rank down here in the organic rankings. The third and final one, citations, will dictate, you know, getting you into the top 3 for the map pack. I truly hope this info is helpful to you. I'd really appreciate if you took the time to give me just, you know, one line of quick feedback on this, just so that I know, you know, if this is helping. And if you have any questions or if there's anything that I can do to help you out with this, of course, I'd love that as well. So thank you so much for your time watching this, and I'll look forward to speaking with you.